Let's do it again. What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is like my 10th time telling myself I haven't been here in a while. I mean, over the past year it's just been so hard for me to create just because a lot of mental blocks that have come my way. But now I feel reignited and re-inspired to create the content that you guys want to see and kind of give you guys more of an insight on my personal life, which I feel like I don't really get a lot of chances to do. So I'm excited to, you know, kind of share my insight as just a human instead of just a dancer and influencer to you guys. I feel refueled, I feel repumped. I'm ready to get into this. But if you are new to the channel, first off, welcome to the family. And let me give you guys some basic information about who the heck you're watching. And for those who have been OG fans, let me give you guys a little nostalgic side-by-side of the original Q&A 3 years ago and my answers now. Let's do it. My full name is Gabriel De Guzman. My name is Gabriel De Guzman. There, I said it. I'm 16 years old. I am 19 years old, almost 20 next month. That is really weird to think about. My birthday is February 20th, 2001. My birthday is February 20th, 2001. I'm in 11th grade right now, so I'm a junior. I am a second year college student. I am still taking online classes just because it's easier for me to work around in the industry now. And I was in online classes before COVID happened. I was born and raised in Southern California and I've never moved in my life. I was born and raised in Murrieta, California, and now I reside in Los Angeles, California. And my height is 5'7". My height is 5'8". Only grew 1 inch. Now that you have that little rundown about me, I asked you guys to leave me some questions on this post about a week ago. Anyways. Anyway, so I asked you guys to leave me some recurring questions or some new ones because a lot has changed in 3 years. So let me answer what you guys want to know. Alright, first question right off the bat is, where do you buy most of your drip? So if you guys know me, I really love fashion. My fashion sense has grown over the years, as you can see. Yeah. Some of my fits before were very tragic. But what interests me personally regarding clothing is just anything that makes a statement. I love shopping at specific stores. I don't stick to just one specific brand. I just love experimenting with so many different styles or just color schemes and stuff like that. One of my favorite shopping places kind of in the mall scheme is like Urban Outfitters. That's where I primarily go when I'm at a mall. I love designer brands such as Louis Vuitton and Dior. I'm very much into streetwear such as Supreme, Bape, Antisocial, wearing it right now. And one thing that I'm really getting into right now is vintage clothing. So one of my favorite places to go is Melrose Trading Post. If you have not been there, such a vibe. If you ever catch me there, please come say hello. Alright, next question is, what do you focus on when learning a choreo? When I'm learning choreography, some of the main things that I focus on is, one, how does the choreographer want to see you do that choreography? Focus a lot on the details and the timing, and there's just so many little aspects of the choreo that you have to realize that are so important that you never really get to think about, rather than just the moves that they're showing you. And also when the time is right to show your little bit of style in the choreography and what makes it unique to you. Next question is, what's something that you want to do more of in the future? Definitely continuing the route of choreography, which I'm kind of transitioning into right now between a dancer and a choreographer. I would also love to do a lot of creative directing, which is like basically giving your creative input on certain projects such as for an artist or for a show. Just giving the opportunity to show what your mind has to offer, as well as the chance to tell a story throughout the project. And obviously my body isn't going to last forever in the dance industry, so I would also love to enter the fashion route. Miss Shapen Rice asks, how many chicken nuggets have you eaten in your lifetime? Oh my gosh, if you guys understood my obsession with McDonald's since I was a child. So unhealthy. How many pictures do you take on a daily basis? Not that many, to be honest. Unless I have a really good fit on that day, that's normally the only time that I take pictures. I do need to start taking pictures of myself more because I feel like I don't have any. Do you have a girlfriend right now? No, I do not. I am single as a Pringle. Next question is room tour soon. Yes, I promise. I know that I've lived here for a year now. Still waiting on one more room to be done, and I just want to give you guys a complete experience around this place. So I promise when that one room is done, I am going to post that video ASAP. What's your biggest goal in the next 5 years? Ooh, that's a good question. I think one of my biggest goals in the next 5 years one of my biggest goals in the next 5 years is probably to get a big choreography credit, whether that's in the film industry or getting to work with a major artist. Are you planning to go back and visit the Philippines? Yes, absolutely. Miss it a lot. Miss all my family out there, and hopefully we'll have the chance to go back soon as COVID decides to calm down. Jollibee or McDonald's? Damn, really had to do that to me. How do you cheer yourself up if you feel down? That is a great question. I think the way that I kind of cheer myself up is talking through the situation with people, because the more that you kind of hold and build up that kind of stress into your body, the more it's just going to build up, and it's not healthy for you. It's so important to talk it out with other people, regardless of if you're like an introvert or an extrovert. It's very important to just communicate with people and get those feelings out rather than just holding them up a lot inside your entire body. So talking to people is definitely a great way to cheer myself up and just kind of let all that negative energy get out of my body. Tarandi asks, what is your goal by the end of 2021? Also, you're very talented at dancing. Love you. Love you so much. Thank you for all the support. One of my goals, I think, by the end of 2021 goes deeper than just a job or anything. I think it's to really understand myself creatively and kind of what makes it my signature. And again, one of my goals is to share with you guys a lot more of my creative side as well as more of an insight into my personal life. So hopefully we'll just get to kind of get that exchange throughout this year. Next question is, what car do you have? I have a Tesla Model 3, literally my favorite car ever. I don't know what car I'm going to go to after that because I love it so much, and I've had it for about 2 years now. Marcus_Arts asked, how has dance impacted your life? That is a very great hunting for wabbits.
I'm hunting wabbits.
That is a very great question. I think the best way to explain this is that not only has dance given me a much more healthy life, where I'm not sitting around at home all day doing nothing, dance has offered me a platform to get to share kind of my story with the world. If you didn't know, I was bullied when I was younger in middle school because I was a dancer, and most of the guys at my school didn't like that because they considered it a girly sport. However, it was my life and what I wanted to do with it, and no one else could tell me otherwise, that it was my passion. So of course I still continued on with the path of dance as my career, and I'm so glad that I did, because I would not have come to the point of where I am today. And I'm just so grateful for dance and all the multiple ways that it has opened me up as a person, just getting the chance to express my creativity, getting the chance to express my emotions, letting it feel like it's my place of comfort, and when I feel at my lowest, dance is always there for me. Another one from Tarandi, do you ever get bruises when you do flips and land on your knees, or any flips? Yes, I have gotten multiple bruises. Of course, kind of my signature is doing flips but landing them in weird ways, so I can do a backflip into a James Brown split, or I can do a front flip onto my butt. That's the one where I got injured one time. I landed my heel on the floor. What is it? Heel? I landed my heel on the floor really badly, and I ended up having my heel become purple for the next week or so. But I have not, knocking on wood real quick, I have not injured myself so badly to the point where I have to go to the hospital for it. What do you do when you have a loss of motivation and belief in yourself? So when I have a loss of motivation and belief within myself, something that I do is just like reassure myself of how far I've come, especially not knowing that dance was going to be my like straight career path because, of course, I started out in dance in kind of a weird way. I started off dance because I have asthma and I needed to find kind of an indoor activity that would keep me active and not have me coming home sick every day, because I tried sports such as softball and t-ball, and just those games out in the field would have me coming home sick with dirt in my throat, so it was just never good for me. So I tried out dance because my sister was a dancer, and it just ended up being a thing where I loved it the instant moment that I walked into that class and just tried it out for a bit. Never did I think that dance would 10 years later be my career path now and what I do for a living. So it is definitely important for me to reassure of how far I've come and how proud I should be of my growth. What is the best achievement in your past 3 years? Ooh, that's a good question. Again, considering that dance was not a path that I thought was going to be like solidified as my career path, and now that I get to do it for a living, is just so amazing, getting the chance to do what I love and, you know, getting to be close to where I love to do the things that I love. So one of my biggest achievements would have to be living in Los Angeles, because I live here by myself. It's so amazing to see me working through dance all of my years as kind of a child, and just like, you know, letting this be one of my goals to just be out here doing my thing. So I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to live in LA, and should be very proud of myself for being able to make it happen. How do I deal with negativity? Again, this is all just along the same guidelines of just knowing how much work that you put in and kind of reassuring yourself of that. Don't let other people take advantage of kind of your own thoughts and your opinions. It's just so important for you to understand who you are and to be okay with that, and to just allow yourself to become the best version of yourself without any weight off your shoulders with people telling you how to be. Have you ever dated before? Yes, I have. Yeah, 2 ex-girlfriends. What is your dream car? I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. I think I would definitely love to own a Rolls-Royce Phantom. That thing, sexy. At what age did you start dancing? I started dancing at the age of 5. Did you feel confident before you started dancing? No, I was the shyest child you will ever meet. And dance gave me the opportunity to become a whole different person on the dance floor. Anytime that you met me between the age of like 9 and 13, you didn't meet me. Yeah, I was definitely an introvert when I was a child, and it was just dance that opened that up for me to, you know, dig into different characters throughout it and kind of let me express myself through that. This one comes from my very good friend, Megan Spence. She said, favorite pair of sneakers? These buttes right here. You can't see it because the exposure is so bright on them because they're angelic. These buttes right here, these are my Dior low top B23s. Literally the most beautiful shoe I've ever had the chance to own. Are you going to be super active on YouTube, like posting once a week, etc? Yes, guys, I'm going to try my best to be as active as possible on here, but I want to be able to produce the content that you guys want to see, so be sure to, you know, leave your suggestions down below or just on my Insta. You know, I just want to feel connected to you guys and give you guys the content that you guys want to see. Are you ever going to cut your hair short again or keep it long? TBH, I prefer your short hair, but I like it either way. Alright, here we go. So obviously I've been growing out my hair since last March because due to COVID, the salons were obviously closed. So I decided, why not grow it out? Then I started to like it. Then I needed a change in my life, so I decided to give myself some blonde tips, and ever since then I've just really stuck to it and I really liked it. And a lot of people have been asking me and giving me this question about whether I'm gonna go back to my old hairstyle or not. Maybe later in the future, like maybe when I'm older, but right now I don't really have any interest of going back to it, and let me explain to you why that is. I think hair has like a lot of sentimental and like deep meaning to it. So kind of giving myself this new phase of hair is kind of symbolizing a new phase of kind of evolution and growth in my life, that I just feel like if I go back to my old hair, it's going to be kind of a step back for me, if that makes sense. I know this is way deeper than it should be, but this is just the way that I think, is that I just don't want to, you know, look back into my past, keep on moving forward and finding ways to kind of give myself another level, but to still remain the same to Gabe, if that makes any sense. That was really deep, but yeah, that's kind of the reason of why people have been wondering a lot about my hair and kind of my opinions on it. And for this final question is, what would you tell little 5-year-old Gabe? Do everything that you're doing. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise about who you're supposed to be or fit into any type of category. You are you. You are unique. You are so special. Can't wait for you to just keep on putting in the work that you've been doing. And I know you don't have like kind of a sense yet about what's in store for you in the future, but I promise you everything is going to work for you in mysterious ways, and just keep on being that little firecracker you are, and just keep moving forward with your life. Don't have the chance to look back. Be grateful for every moment, live in every moment, and you should be proud of where you're gonna be in the next few years. And that's it for this Q&A 3 years later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure you give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, because I am going to be uploading a lot more content this year. So thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to do more of these videos with you, giving an insight about just me as a human. And hope you guys have an amazing day, night, wherever it is. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. See you next time.